Hello, dear students. Hope you all are fit and fine and enjoying your study through the virtual classroom learning. This is the second video lecture for Class 8 Geography Chapter 2, that is Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. In the last video, we have discussed about the meaning of land, uses of land, what are the major threats to land, and how we can conserve our land resources. We have also discussed about the meaning of landslides and its mitigation techniques. Now in this lecture, we will discuss about the meaning of soil and what are the main uses of soil. We will also discuss about the factors which are responsible for soil erosion. We will discuss about the degradation of soil and how we can conserve the soil. All these topics we will discuss today in this lecture. What is soil? The thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of earth is called soil. Soil is a thin outermost layer of material on the earth's surface. It is closely linked to land. Soil is made up of weathered rocks, remains of decayed plants and animals, organic matter, minerals which are easily found on the earth. Without soil, life would not be possible on the earth because soil is a medium in which plants grow and it is a habitat for animals and other microorganisms. Now let's see what is weathering. The breaking up and decay of exposed rocks by temperature change, frost action, plants, animals and human activity. You can see in this picture or diagram, here are the four layers of soil. These are parent rock, weathered rock material, subsoil with sand, silt and clay, topsoil with humus and vegetation. Soil is formed over hundreds of years and continues to form each and every day. It is formed from the weathering of rocks and minerals. The surface rock or parent rock break down into smaller pieces through the action of wind, rain and freezing temperatures. With slow continued weathering and erosion, the surface rock breaks down into smaller pieces and later into soil particles. Over time, this creates a thin layer of soil. And you can see here subsoil. It consists sand, silt and clay. And it is the most fertile type of soil which helps to grow different type of vegetation. When living organisms die, their bodies decay and add organic material to the soil in the form of humus, and the soil then becomes rich. All of you will draw this diagram in your notebook. Now we will discuss about the factors which are responsible for the soil formation. The first one is here parent rock. As we know that soil varies from place to place and even from one field to the next. So there are many factors which are responsible for the soil formation. First we will discuss about the parent rock. The original rock from which soil is formed is called the parent rock. This determines the type of mineral content, texture, color, chemical properties and permeability. Then we will discuss about the climate. Climate is one of the most important factor affecting the formation of soil. Warm temperatures, abundant rainfall speed up the formation of soil. On the other hand, places with cold climatic conditions like low temperatures and less precipitation slows down the soil formation. Then the third important factor is time. It influences the soil formation. Soil takes thousands of years to form. Some soils change color and also its properties over a time period. Now we will discuss about the biological factors. These are flora, fauna and microorganisms. The decaying of organic matter causes the formation of humus-rich soils. The roots of plants also cause changes in the lower layers of soil. Now we will discuss about the topography. The topography or physical features also affect soil formation. The slope and steepness of the land influence the rate at which water flows into or off the soil. A lot of heat and moisture gets trapped in soil in the plains, thus making it richer and fertile. Hillsides may relatively have thinner soil because of erosion, wind and water. Now we will discuss about the major factors or threats which lead to soil degradation. As we know that degradation means damage to soil. Soil is a valuable resource which is important for growing crops. However, it becomes unproductive due to some reasons. These reasons are soil erosion, overuse of chemical fertilizers, improper agricultural methods, poor land management, mining landslides, deforestation, overgrazing. Now let's see this activity. In India, there are different type of soil and the soil is based on the composition, climate and altitude of different regions. Here, first we will discuss about the alluvial soil. It is the most fertile soil containing clay, silt and sand and most usable for the agriculture. Then black soil. It is black in color because of the presence of certain salts or humus. Red. It is rich in iron formed by the breakdown of igneous rocks and metamorphic rocks. Laterite soil. It is rusty red due to the presence of iron oxides. It has very little moisture content. Then desertic, which is easily found in desert areas. It is sandy, light brown or reddish in color and favorable for vegetation. Then mountain soil, it is a very thin layer of soil. Now we will discuss some methods of soil conservation, how we can conserve the soil. You can see in this picture, the first one is terrace farming. This method of farming involves growing crops on the sides of hills and mountains on broad step-like formation. It also helps to prevent or reduce the runoff of water and carrying of soil with it. It is mostly done in hilly areas. Then contour plowing. As you can see in this picture, it is a farming practice of plowing across a slope along its contours, barriers. This helps in the slowing down of running water during rainstorms, allowing water to percolate into the soil. And you can see here the third one, that is shelter belts. These act as barriers against fast blowing winds. It is usually made up of one or more rows of trees or shrubs planted to provide shelter from wind and prevent soil erosion. Now we will discuss about the mulching. Mulch is a protective layer of material that is spread on the top of soil. This protects the soil from erosion, reduces compaction from the impact of heavy rains, helps the soil retain moisture and protect plant roots from extreme temperatures. Now we will discuss about the intercropping. You can see here in this picture. This method of farming involves two or more crops on the same land in the same growing season. Generally, one is a fast growing crop while the other takes longer to mature. Now the next one is rock dam or building dams. As we know that dams control the flow of water in a river. This controls soil erosion along the river banks and provides water throughout the year so that crops can be cultivated. Now here we will discuss about the crop rotation. When we grow two or more crops one after the other in a regular sequence on the same land, this method of farming is called crop rotation. This controls insects and diseases and also helps to conserve soil nutrients. Now I hope you can understand from this lecture about the meaning of soil, factors which affect the soil formation, soil degradation, and which steps we can take to conserve our soil. Now all of you will try to save the land and soil because all these are the natural resources and we have to conserve it for our future generation also. Read the pages from your book and I hope you will clear your all concepts. Okay, see you in the next lecture. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.